And we are live with my boy Day Day from Omni Nation Comics and Noah from Noahverse. He'll always be known as Noahverse. You know, it's kind of funny, right? I literally type in your YouTube channel. I type in Noahverse, and your channel actually pops up. So you should definitely name it as Noahverse. I actually did it as an accident. You just showed up with your banner and everything. I'm like, okay, cool. So that's literally how I'm gonna break it down. But yeah. So Noah had a question about darkness. He was wondering what it's about and all that. So I'm gonna let Day Day actually take this question because he loves that.
Come on, Day Day.
Okay. Make a long story short, Mark Silvestri introduced us to this brutal hitman, right, Noah? His name is Jackie Estacado, and he's a hitman. He's a ladies' man.
No,
JP already said one of his little weaknesses in his video. I thought it was funny. I'll let y'all watch that, find that out. I thought it was funny. When I first read it, I was like, for real? That sucks.
I was like, man, that sucks.
That sucks.
I was like, do I even want this superpower anymore?
Right. But he comes in contact with this thing called the darkness, and it comes with these demonic looking creatures or whatever, and he can summon them to help them. And what's so cool about this is that these crazy little creatures, they're the entertainers of the story. They talk just a lot of mess, and they're funny.
Okay.
So Mark just takes you through this whole gritty, brutal story, man, and you just go on the journey with Jackie. And if I can sum it up that way, I'm gonna leave it alone because I'll be trying not to spoil it.
And then a quick question: what do you think is better, the Witchblade series or the Darkness?
I can't choose.
Oh, you can't choose, so you will put them the same.
Yeah,
you like them.
I love them both. I'm usually not a fan of like the dark supernatural stuff, but it kind of mixed that hitman with the fantasy aspect in the dark way. So I kind of like that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why I enjoy it so much.
And Darkness was a spinoff of Witchblade, right? Because Witchblade came first?
Yeah, Witchblade came first.
Okay, cool.
And they actually have met. So
yeah, I saw that in the Darkness one, and then they have a bunch of team ups with like Spawn and then the X-Men characters.
Exactly. This is when Image was really hot with doing crossovers. And stuff.
Dude, I think Witchblade has so many crossovers. Did it?
Yes.
I think which Red Sonja too, with so many different characters.
Yes, absolutely. So if I could say it, if I could sum it up that way, that would be the way. Basically, Hitman meets, I don't know, Supernatural.
Yeah.
I'll check it out then. I'll check it out.
Yeah, you should definitely get the signed copy too while you're at
it. Yeah, hey, put it on the site and I'll grab it.
Yeah, what's up, James? What's up, Austin? What's up? How do you say that name? I'm just gonna say Mr. Dang, Mr. and Mrs. Dang. I don't want to butcher that name.
Is it Nighttish?
Is it a Nitish or Nightish?
Nighttish or Nighttish? I don't want to butcher it.
Sounds like a name someone would say on the anime. Nighttish.
Yeah,
that sounds like it. See?
Yeah, I'm so bad with names, dude.
Yeah, I know it's like you keep getting mine wrong every time. I don't know what's going on there. I'm just playing.
Nah,
Nitish.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And then so after doing the overview of Monstrous, I was like, I never hear anything about that book at all. Like, I never heard anything about it. Like, nobody talked about it. Like, you hear stuff about Invincible and like Walking Dead,
of course,
and Descender and all this stuff. But Monsters, I was like, man, this is actually a really good book. After like the first issue, kind of like how Low hit you pretty much off the bat at the ending. It hits you like, so it's more of like a fantasy mystery, but more towards like the fantasy, like how you have Lord of the Rings, you have the Night Elves and like the dwarves and whatnot. So they have like fantasy characters. They're called like Arcania, and like they have like kind of like animal type people. Like, I don't know how it's called. It's not like animomorphic, whatever, but it's like they have a little bit of animal in them. So it's like this little. It starts off with this like little girl, and she has a missing arm, right? And then she's trying to figure out like what happened to her mother, and like going around. She's like stupid strong and stuff like that. And she's like going around like killing people, trying to find out what's like about her past and everything. And the cool thing is like, once she gets her answers, it leads to more questions. So it's like it drags out the story even more. It makes it more like it really hooks you because you want to know what's going on, like reading it and all that. So I was like, man, I was like, I wish I had more time because I was just reading it until my girl got ready to like, you know, go out for a date day. But it's like, like after I got home, I was like, man, I'm ready to read some more. But then I had to have this freaking live stream going on. but I swear I'm
your fault.
18. Yeah, it's my fault. But I swear I'm gonna finish all 18 by the end of the night. It's that good.
Wow, you're that hooked. Okay.
Yeah, I had to take a break from Punisher. I was like, you know what? Let me take a little break. But yeah.
Where are you in Punisher now? Are you in Max?
I'm on the Max series, Max Volume 1. I think I'm halfway through actually. So it's definitely a refreshing take. So if you guys like fantasy, medieval stuff, I think somebody said like steampunk. I don't know.
Okay.
What's the term of steampunk again?
I wish I could just take a picture and be like, this is what it is. It's hard to explain it instead of just looking at it.
Yeah.
Because steampunk is kind of like very, it's kind of classical mixed with kind of machinery looking kind of like,
yeah,
like fashion. I don't even know how to explain that.
Okay.
It's kind of a futuristic look though. You know, okay, how about this? Have you ever seen Into the Badlands?
Yes.
It kind of look like that.
Okay.
There you go.
So I don't know if it's exactly like that. I would put it more towards like fantasy and Lord of the Rings type realm, but steampunk, I'm not sure. Steampunk, I mean, that's more like a Death or Glory Prestige edition that I read on from Image actually, because that's more of a Mad Max type of story. It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely, you know.
Yeah, Bad Wolf. It's a very great show. I'm really sad that it was canceled.
Yeah, I was actually really sad about that too. I was hooked. I really like the action scenes.
It was so good. The story was so beautifully written. I'm so sad.
Yeah, but really I think I'm gonna start doing a series of what's it called? Underdog books or something, you know?
Yeah, like yeah.
Sleepers, like sleeper books.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, I don't want to say sleeper because they're gonna be like, oh, it's a sleeper on the bus. Yeah. Let's watch this video.
Like, I'm jumping on that. If you get sleeper.
Yeah, like books that were slept on though. I'm definitely gonna do like a little series.
That's funny, sleeper and books that slept on. That's funny. I see what you did there. Right, yes. Who are you?
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy.
Oh my god!
I can always count on him to call us and then say, who's this guy? Oh, I didn't see you there. you see, he's sitting here.
Noah, you did do that, bro. You cracked me up. You know who I thought about when you did that, right? Oh, I didn't see you there.
I'll just be reading if y'all need me.
So did you ever finish your second volume of Batman yet? Because you said you had two more issues left. Did you finish it?
I had 2 issues of Morrison Volume 1, and yes, I finished it, and now I'm right here in Volume 2.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Just so you know, I didn't feel like taking the time to read Final Crisis, so I looked up a brief summary of the trade paperback.
Okay. So are you gonna read the trades, or are you just gonna read like you just read the summary and like, okay, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, like one of the biggest plot points that affects this story is on the cover of the trade paperback. So I mean, yeah, I'm keeping up with it fine. If that's what you're wondering. So
yeah, okay.
Bad Wolf. Why would you bring that up? That's another one I'm sad is gone. Warrior. That is a great show.
Actually, what is Warrior? What
Oh my god.
What channel is it on? Or
it's on HBO Max. It used to be part of Showtime, if I'm correct. Very super dope show. I really enjoy freaking kung fu and all that stuff, martial arts, brutal.
Okay.
Oh, I love that. But it's on HBO Max. It's so good. Oh, Cinemax series. That's what it was.
Okay.
Cinemax.
That reminds me, I just finished True Story on Netflix with Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes.
Oh my God.
I binge watched that like
Oh,
crazily.
God.
2 episodes a day, and today we watched the last.
Does Wesley still not look good or what?
I feel like
Still
Wesley
looks good.
Snipes doesn't age, bro. I don't
No,
think
I was like, bro, he's still in that Blade physique.
I know, and the funny thing is, like, man, when he's talking after Kevin talks, it's like, man, this guy talks like a man compared to Kevin. Like he has like such a like manly villainous voice.
They did. I don't want to say Mr. Dang. I'm gonna just say because Knit. No, that's it. Knit. I'm gonna just say Knit today. They are renewing it for a 3rd season. For real?
Warrior.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. All right, I gotta start on that. There's so many TV shows I need to watch now. We have like
There's so many.
What's it called? Lost in Space. I'm excited to start watching that again. And we got we got Cobra Kai coming out pretty soon. We got Witcher coming out.
I can't wait. Oh yeah, and Witcher comes out the same day. No, I'm lying because I'm going to the premiere of Spider-Man. So no, Witcher comes out the next day after Spider-Man. I know. Just call my name.
I'll be there the following Tuesday because I'm trying to avoid all the crowds. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Besides, I can't afford a ticket for $25,000 like you guys.
I mean, got get them connections with friends. You might get some discounts or something.
The boy have no friends.
Lies.
This man a whole lie, bro. I'm telling you.
A whole lot, not half, not a quarter, a whole lot.
Nah, not at all. But going back to, I think somebody asked us a question. My Dixie wrecked. What a name. But you're like, tell us some good books y'all been reading. So what are some good books that you guys been reading so far?
Go ahead, Noah, because you got a whole list.
Yeah, you've been reading like 20 different books a day.
Batman by Morrison, Volume 2. I finished Deathstroke, by the way.
Yes.
I can only hold that on a pedestal. It's just...
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
is it like one of your favorite omnibuses so far?
That's from the Rebirth, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so with that being the only thing I've read from Rebirth, that's my favorite Rebirth. I'm reading Green Arrow and Justice League Dark now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many issues are you in Dark?
How many issues am I into it?
Yeah.
I think 8. I'm not that far into it.
Okay.
I'm on like 8 issues in.
Did it hook you at all, or are you still trying to just breeze through?
I think right now it's doing a lot of story development right now.
Yeah.
A lot of character development. So I don't think it's jumping onto the main plot yet. So
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about especially when I'm reading omnibuses. I prefer absolutes when it comes to like the DC.
So
books.
it's like a movie.
It goes straight through everything. When you go through like omnibuses, it's like I gotta read all these different tie-ins. Especially when it came to the Blackest Night one, I'm just like, come on, let me finish it already.
Well, that's an event. That's different.
Yeah.
This is a straight up story. I mean, JLD has crossovers too, but not as long. But
I mean, Batman by Grant Morrison, even though it's an Omni, I think it reads kind of like an Absolute does. There's not really a ton that's.
Yeah, this is straight storytelling. It ain't no deleted scenes, aka tie-ins in it.
Okay, right. I guess I just read the wrong one so far. I've been reading the event ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's what make Omnis worth the money when you have all that content in one big old fat book.
Yeah,
that's probably why I like them so much.
Yeah, I just like it because it looks cool. it makes good decoration.
Looks cool on the shelf.
Exactly.
Sorry, Mitch.
Yeah, looks cool on the shelf. So what is TDKR? What is that?
That's the Dark Knight
Returns.
Oh, probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Batman story of all time.
Okay, is that?
In my opinion.
What is that collected in?
Well, I will be able to show you what is collected in on December 10th.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So
it
doesn't have a official collection yet, huh?
It has an Absolute.
Yeah, it has an Absolute, and that's pretty much it.
So all 3 of Frank Miller's Dark Knight stories Dark Knight 1 and 2 is collected in Absolute Dark Knight, and then DK3 gets its own Absolute because it has like over 80 different variant covers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm ready to pick up the Absolute. So would the Absolute have everything or not everything?
That's everything. Well, almost everything. It's just missing a couple things.
Well, so like those were written as graphic novels. They weren't written as
okay.
So they were written in graphic novel format. They came out in issues,
Uh-huh.
but it was written in graphic novel format. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool.
If you haven't read that one, that's like prime time right there.
Okay.
Classic storyline.
So what are your good reads so far, Day that you've been starting up on?
Yes, Day, tell us.
Hush. I did finish Velvet this week, and then I'm about
How do you like it?
Oh, you know how I am with Brubaker.
That is true. How do you like it compared to the other ones though? Like, is it like, as good or like?
It's I might be a little biased. I haven't read a bad thing from the man, and you can tell it's his style.
Yeah.
So I like that, and I like in this story in particular. You know how in James Bond movies, James Bond always had that one fine chick, right? She's a secretary or she's just an assistant, right?
Yeah.
You always have a sweet tender on the side.
Yeah.
Well, Ed Brubaker in this story was like, okay, what if that side chick or that lady that's a secretary is the James Bond in this story?
Okay.
And I was like, okay, Brubaker, I see what you did.
And what book is this?
Velvet.
If you paid attention to my boy Data,
is it just like is it an oversized hardcover or what is it?
It's an oversized hardcover, and it's a standalone. You can jump right in. I enjoyed it so much. This should be a series, to be honest. HBO Max. Other than that, I read that, and I'm about to start Claws, and that's what I went to my local comic shop to get today. Because
that's funny because you picked it up right. Like you didn't like pick it up because of Mitch, but Mitch
he mentioned it while I was listening on the live as I was leaving the comic shop. I was like, oh
yeah. Did you read any of it yet?
Yeah, I started one issue. I'm blown away.
In one issue, huh?
Yeah.
Is it my style?
Yes, maybe.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool to see Santa Claus go berserker.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, all right. I definitely didn't pick it up.
Medieval berserker almost.
I might have to put a title on hold to start reading some criminal. I don't know what title to put on hold though.
Everything.
We'll put Definitely Dark on hold.
I will put everything on hold if you're reading Brubaker because you have to pay attention.
That is true.
I'm not putting him in Morrison's place because he won't confuse you. It's just Ed Brubaker has this very spy thriller and spider type of writing. Mm-hmm. So you have to really pay attention to each detail and each character because he'll tie it all together towards the end.
Yeah, that is true. Like you wait till the end, then it all starts making
sense. It all comes together.
Why they did what they did and all that.
Like stuff. Velvet is straight up like, I don't know, Criminal Minds and all that stuff. All them shows put into this one book. Mm-hmm. It's so good.
Yeah. I think my only like decent reads right now. I've been reading a lot of different ones. So like with Garth Ennis, with Garth Ennis though, it's like I went from Punisher to Preacher, and I was like, man, this is too much Garth Ennis for me. Not the Preacher is good, but it's like I need a different take right now.
So far from what you read, can you explain what it is? Because I'm scared to read it.
Preacher?
Yes, please do.
So Preacher starts off, with I wouldn't say he's a preacher because I don't think he was, but he just dressed like one. Yeah. But I don't know if he is yet because I'm not that deep in. But it basically starts off with a preacher, and they're just and then two other guys. One's gonna be a guy with sunglasses, right? And then some girl, and then so the girl was on the run from some bad guys, and the guy with the sunglasses, he went to help her out. He was like, okay, just jump in my car. And when she was in the middle of a firefight, right? And they were just shooting at them. He was like, whatever, man. I'm just going to drive away. He even got nicked in the ear, right? Yeah, so he got nicked in the ear and whatnot. So, so that gives like some perspective. Like, he doesn't care about it, right? Like it means nothing to him. And it turns out like, the preacher guy, he has some type of ability to tell people
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna let my boy Chris do this.
like he speaks the word or whatever, and he tells them what to do.
Yeah,
with the word.
basically. But we have my boy Chris in here. I'm about to put him in here. But before I bring him in, he's one of my day one customers. He always right when I started this website, right? He was like, "Hey, man," he was asking me questions about how I ship stuff, and I answer all his questions. And like, yeah, this is how we ship. I was selling some pictures and everything. And then we just started our little friendship from there. I gave him some cool gifts. I gave him Berserk for his birthday or something like that. But yeah, dude, we used to chat it up every single day. And then before I even knew like Omar, like we're chill with Omar and Jim Mint, I used to ask him about what I should get for my solicitations and how many quantities I should get, because he's like the guru of comics in general.
Wow.
He basically knew everything. But yeah, let me let me bring my boy Chris in this conversation. So
Is this the same one that gave you the Valiant?
No, the Valiant guy was Mike. But yeah, let me introduce Chris. Here's Chris. Hey, Chris.
I don't know how I live up to that.
Chris, what's up, bud? He spoke highly of you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I deserve all that praise, but I will humbly say thank you for it.
Yeah, he's
that is
definitely
a lovely background back there.
Yeah,
thank you.
Everybody loves it. So Noah and Day they asked about Preacher. Like, can you give us a basic overview about it without spoiling too much of the story?
So without spoiling too much. All right. So
try hard.
He's a preacher in Texas, and he's accidentally possessed by a creature named Genesis. And so it's like a mix between an angel and a demon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
intriguing. Yeah.
I don't want to get too much into it, but I mean, just imagine that and the hijinks that could be done with that idea.
And his best friend is a vampire.
Yes.
And I guess they're on this journey, right, to find.
Yeah, it's basically it's almost, it sounds weird. It's like Blues Brothers, like, they're literally on a mission from God. And so trying to discover truth about his new powers and trying to figure out what is going on between the battle between heaven and hell.
Oh.
Yeah, so Day was a little bit concerned. Well, like we were concerned about like what were you concerned about again? I forgot what it was.
Oh, it's because I've heard so many controversies. We ain't gonna even talk about the TV show because I know the TV show is just way off course, I guess. And from what I saw from the TV show, I was like, I hope this ain't what's going on in the comics. But I've just heard so many controversial things. They were like, if you read this, there's some things that are blasphemous to believers and stuff like that. And I was like,
yeah, it's. I mean, it's not necessarily for the faint of heart. If Ennis is not going to be, he's going to be, I wouldn't say attacking, but calling into question a lot of things. So.
Okay.
So it is definitely not for the faint of heart, and he does. I mean, it's Garth Ennis, so he's not going to mince words.
Right. Because I've read some of his boys and stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah, this guy doesn't hold back at all.
Not one bit. Not one bit.
and with the idea of going after, Catholicism and things like that, it's just like, all right,
Right.
Okay. Yes. So maybe you'd be like, let me just sleep on it a little bit, take your time on it.
There's a lot to digest. There's it's not one that you're going to want to like. I mean, it's definitely a page turner, but I wouldn't suggest like trying to binge it. It's a lot of stuff to sleep on and understand as you go through it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Somebody pray for me.
Yeah, but the first, like, I don't know how many issues, maybe the first 4 issues I read, it basically is like, kind of like a Punisher style. We have some silly.
I seen the artwork. It's Steve Dillon. They did the
Yeah.
Marvel Knight stuff together. So, and I
Yeah.
love the artwork.
Yeah, and it still has some silly characters that you want to make fun of all the time, like Art's face. And
Yeah.
whatnot.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I
what
saw
the heck?
his picture and I died. I was
Yeah.
like, Garth, what are you doing?
So
Oh.
it was silly. It was silly, but it was fun. So I mean,
just the whole incident itself, that how he ends up getting into with Genesis, lives are taken with that, to say the least.
Oh. It's like, it sounds really controversial, really intimidating, but like I really want to read it now. Like,
I do. I've been very curious, and I've been feeling like, I'm not gonna say FOMO, but
yeah,
volume 2 being out, I feel like volume 1 is having a higher chance of going out of print.
right.
I mean,
And
what
I'm like,
I would always suggest to anyone, I mean, if you're even a subscriber to DC Universe Infinite,
yeah,
read a couple of issues on there first.
well, that's what I was. I have the app and everything.
Okay.
I'm just scared.
I mean,
and probably Ennis would say
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
Yeah, like the worst case scenario you do is just stop reading it. You know.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah. You know, if you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yes, it is. Lord, have
And you're
mercy.
not out, $80 for the Omni at that point.
I mean, I can always sell it. The book sells.
True, it does.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'd rather not.
Yeah, so we did have somebody ask, I forgot his name again, but somebody asked, what are your good books that you've been reading so far? So what have you been reading so far, Chris?
Everything. I'm just kidding.
Everything. Only there was enough time in the day.
I agree.
On
According to Noah, it is. Oh, I'm sorry.
Man, that ain't true.
On our show, the show I do, I have two shows on. I do a show called World's Finest True Believers, where a guest comes on and they select a comic book arc or graphic novel from any publisher, and we do kind of a deep dive into it, looking at the artist, the writer, the background of how it was created, and then the guest kind of fan guys and girls over all their favorite parts. And so one of the ones I was prepping for is I'm continuing with one of my guys on the network who has chosen Injustice. So we are going into year 4 of Injustice.
Hey.
And so that's prepping for, we record that in January, but something for fun reading, I'm diving back into the Reckless book. So I've already read book 1.
Yeah.
So I'm getting into books 2 and 3, and it's Brubaker.
So
Brubaker
good.
is my go-to.
Yeah.
Weren't we just talking about him?
he's everybody's go-to. We were just talking about
we were
that
just
too.
talking about that.
Look
man.
at that.
Yeah.
Just we're on the
No-
right.
no,
I
but
like you, Chris. Come on,
Yeah,
Chris.
Noah's about to start reading Criminal as well. So
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
You're in for
I mean,
a
my
treat.
first dive into Brubaker.
So
I'm
his-
excited.
Noah's
I'm
question
excited.
was, what should I stop reading to start Criminal, right? And we were like,
Yeah.
everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Just like volumes 1 through 3, Cruel Summer, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I liked he just has a good firm handle on crime noir, and if you want to kind of, if Criminal is his magnum opus at that point, a step outside, but within it is the Fade Out. I will recommend the Fade Out to anyone. It is
Oh my
was
God.
three books, but you can get it on even. You can't find the whole set together. I think maybe you can find it in trade now, but I know the hardback is pretty much out of print.
It is way out of print. Ugh.
Oh, I'll find it.
Shut up.
I'm about to say, JP
Nobody
will find
asked
it.
you.
No,
Nobody asked you.
I found mine last year from England for about $60-$70 on Amazon Third Market,
Oh,
and
wow.
it came in
Plus-
pristine condition.
Wow, that's that. You
Hey,
got lucky
that-
there.
I did.
From England.
Daddy, we're gonna get on here next week, and JP's gonna have it. Just let you know.
Right. I'm letting. Yeah, you ain't got to tell me. He been ordering whales all day, Chris. And
He'll order whales like he says just to have them. He may not read them.
It looks
just to
good on
have
the
'em.
shelf.
All
Look
right.
on the shelf.
So I did tell Daddy, so this week I did get a lot of whales. All right. So, we've been doing like gift cards for whales. So far we got 2 copies of Punisher Jason Aaron.
All right.
We're getting in the compendiums for Darkness and Witchblade volumes 1 and 2.
This is painful.
Let me know when you put those up.
Absolute Final Crisis, Absolute JLA versus Avengers, and Absolute Ronin.
Oh, you got Absolute JLA Avengers.
Yeah,
how good? How good a condition?
I think it's good condition. I don't know.
I had an opportunity. I think it was Sal last year, or maybe a year and a half ago, was selling it.
Yeah,
and I was very close to buying it, but it was he was honest with me. He said the slipcase is damaged, so much damage. I just said, for that, it's a great price, but I just can't do it. My OCD would just like lose its mind over it.
I know a lot of people would. That's why I'm like, let me just hide it in the shelf. No, I won't even notice. We got Absolute Ronin, Absolute Justice. I didn't know that was an actual book.
Oh, I love Absolute Justice. Alex Ross. Yeah.
I was like, this guy was like, I got a really rare book. You want to pick it up? I was like, sure, why not? But there's a lot of other ones that I don't think I remember. Like, oh yeah, I showed Day like hardcovers of the Thor, Jason Aaron Thor, like the complete hardcover set. We got Carnage and some other ones like Terry Moore. What's it called? Black Rachel Rising.
Rachel Rising. Yep.
The black hardcover.
A little different.
Kills me when he said that, dude.
And there's just so many. I can't remember. Like I've been picking up like whales every single 2 days now.
Did Absolute Black Mirror go out of print?
I thought it's been out of print for a long.
Okay.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, because I swear that's
a great story, by the way.
Oh, it's one of my favorite. It might be my favorite Scott Snyder Batman story.
Oh,
and
yeah?
It's interesting, and it's just interesting just because it's Dick Grayson.
Right. That's what I love about it. Scott Snyder and Batman, they just click, you know. Like it's.
So Mr. and Mrs. Dang asked, what do you guys think of Tom King? Nene has a reaction, so I'll let him answer.
Trying to process my answer.
That's a loaded question there.
It is. It is.
So what did Tom King write? Because I don't even remember.
Let me see. Robin War. He did a little bit of Nightwing. He got a Batman run on it right now.
Okay, so he's all like Batman characters.
Yeah, pretty much Batman related stuff.
Yeah.
Vision, Mr. Miracle.
Yep. And a couple of other ones.
Yeah, he just wrapped up Strange Adventures and Rorschach.
Oh yeah, those two are coming out. I think that's next week actually.
I think the man is a legend.
With his Batman run, I did a reread about it earlier this year, just because it finally kind of completed its run and I could finally have it all there to read. I think he had a good idea, and it just kind of got away from it at certain parts. There were certain storylines that I thought were really, really strong, and others that were just kind of off by the wayside. I think his strengths are where small miniseries like Mr. Miracle, Vision are. I mean, I've probably reread Mr. Miracle like 5 times, and it's one of those things that is a tour de force into PTSD, the New Gods, really dark humor. But there's a reason that book won so many Eisners. Same thing with like Vision. I think he's just better with self-contained instead of long 100-issue stories.
Yeah, that's how I feel about most stories though. Like, I think a good number is around like 20 issues or less. Like that's why I read like that's why I read like Image, because most of them are around like 20 issues or less. And it's just a solid overall story.
They're all killer, no filler.
Yeah,
that is true. All killer, no filler. There's a lot of filler in DC and Marvel, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's how they spread that money out.
I mean, go ahead, Dede.
Oh, I was just letting you finish.
I think there's something to be related to, like with Tinian, and like his detective run on Rebirth is out. It was
oh my god,
outstanding. But
oh my god,
when he came back onto mainline Batman, I'm not saying his heart wasn't in it, but it seemed like there were other powers that be that were kind of dictating what was going on. And I think the way Fear State wrapped up, I think the issue that came out of Omega was really strong, but it just didn't feel like the same Tinian that did Detective.
I heard Detective's like a really great. Is it ongoing right now or is it done?
No, it's done. It's in an omnibus, The Rise and Fall of the Batman. That's
I brought up Rise and Fall before, right? And they said it more went towards like Batwoman than it did Batman.
It was the team. It was his team that was assembled.
Okay.
Yeah,
because
that was phenomenal.
I wanted to read it only because it had James Tinian. I saw James Tinian. It's like, oh, I really like James Tinian now because of what he did with Something Killing the Children and with Nice House on the Lake. If you guys read that one yet?
Not yet. Nope.
You definitely should pick it up when it comes out in January. I think the first collection, but it was another hooker as well. I was like, man, it hooked you right on the first. Yeah. Like I only like to read titles that hook you in the first issue. If it doesn't hook me, I'll put it down and read it later. But
I just read on Hoopla the first 2 trades of Department of Truth. Oh my gosh, what a mind screw job that is, especially the end of that first trade, the last issue that is in that trade.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think we talked about that actually. You told me that it will mess with your mind, right?
Like if you have any ideas of like just ideas of conspiracy theories and things like that. Ooh, boy.
So it went over your head.
It not just went over my head, it just started me like just even the first issue of who is involved in the first issue of that and just where he takes it and just where like it literally that say the tagline is like, who do you trust? Is like, I don't trust anyone. my personal adage in life is I trust everyone. I don't trust the devil inside anyone.
Okay. That's a good one.
Watch yourself now. Watch yourself.
It's not my line. I stole the line from the Italian Job, but I liked it so much I'll take it.
Right on. I like that. I like that.
So we had one guy do a pretty good question, but I'm gonna go to this guy's question because it's easy to answer right now. How is Son of Kal-El?
I have not read it yet.
Is that like an ongoing series?
Yeah, it's Tom Taylor's taken over mainline Superman. So Superman has now gone off to Warworld. He is trying to free Warworld right now.
Okay.
And so he has left his son Jonathan, who used to be very, very small and a kid, and Bendis did Bendis and send him up and aged him up. But now he is our mainline Superman. So it's Tom Taylor. There is not one book that I have disliked ever of Tom Taylor. Like from Marvel to DC.
Great.
And Bendis, I like Brian Michael Bendis on certain titles, and Superman, I was so upset with so many different things with Superman when Tom was taking over. I kept up with Superman in the sense of like what was going on, but not really reading it. But when Tom took over, issue 1, I'd never been more excited about rereading Superman again than when he came on board. And he brought heart back into the title, a lot of heart back into that title. So
is Son of Kal-El the one that a lot of people got triggered over?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, we'll just leave it there.
Yeah, I was about to say, I got you loud and clear. That broke the internet.
Yeah, it did. So is Tom? He also is making Dark Knights of Steel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Have you guys read that one so far?
I've read the first issue so far.
Same.
Okay. Is there only one issue out right now?
I think issue 2 comes out either this week or next week.
Okay. Dude, that cliffhanger was great. I loved it.
I was not prepared. I was like, Tom, you're doing me just like how you did me in Injustice. You just leave me. I'm like, come on, give me the next issue.
Yes.
That is true.
And stay away from that.
To leave you hungry.
And stay away from that Injustice movie.
They had a whole live stream, a whole Injustice Week, everything.
Chris,
all prepped.
I've been through hell and back with that series. Okay, I did a whole week event series of videos leading up to the movie, and I am so hurt.
And he was like, "Dude, this movie's gonna be great."
No. I'll tell you what, my guy Travis, who's on our network, but he's the one who he's the one who chose Injustice to be on World's Finest. So he's the one I've gone through with it with. When I tell you the rage that man felt of how wrong that movie did him.
Yep.
And I had a stream of consciousness as I was watching the movie, just putting my thoughts into it. It was just like, I can't even. I just said, when the first 10 minutes of that movie, straight. Well, I don't need necessarily. I'm fine with adaptations. I'm totally cool if they want to. I don't need panel to screen, but I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah,
it's like and you know what really triggered me even more at the credits. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone because I was trying to leave this alone.
Sorry,
but at the end of the credit, don't apologize. At the end of the credits, they said this is based off Injustice comics by Tom Taylor. This is based off Injustice Year One. I say this is a lie.
That is not year one. No,
that is not all year one that just happened in this movie. Y'all wait till like ground zero.
I'll pitch you something better. If they weren't going to do a movie per year, do a series. You have totally literally shut the door. Literally shut the door on money, printing money.
Yes.
Exactly. That sounds like Warner Brothers, though. They do that all the time.
And I think the reason I was so hyped for it because DC's animated team is their strongest suit in media, in my opinion. And they never had a lot of failures, not too many, in their animated universe. And that's why I was like super excited. But when Noah told me the runtime, which was 78 minutes, I was like, Noah, I'm worried.
Yeah, I was worried too when I saw only 78 minutes. I was like, there's no way.
That's what they've done mostly outside of like
I know, like an hour and 30-something minutes.
They left on such a strong suit with Apocalypse War. My gosh, that was
God.
But I've seen their like, what was it? Superman, Man of Tomorrow, Justice Society of America, World War II, and what was the third one they've done? Or was Injustice their third one?
I think Injustice.
Okay, Injustice, yeah. So I have not. No. Long Halloween. Long Halloween.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Long Halloween Part 1 and 2. Of course, that gets a spread out. Look at that. Part 1 and 2. Batman.
Right now, I think their strongest one out of the whole bunch. It goes for me: Justice Society, Long Halloween, Man of Tomorrow, and Injustice really shouldn't be on that list, but it exists, so I've got to acknowledge it.
That's in a separate, universe anyway. So no, that don't count. And I know Deathstroke and John Constantine movies don't count either.
Well, they did a good job when they put it as Son of Demon when they combined it all.
They did
a very good job. I mean, I don't know what happened between. I'm fine with them changing direction, but they did such a good job in that arc leading to Apocalypse War. I don't know.
Did. Yeah. Yes, they did. I was blown away. I was like, dang, look at all of these deaths. This is crazy. Yeah, that's why I was so hyped for Injustice, because of the way they did that. See how they did that whole like New 52, their version of New 52, and set all that up, giving Easter eggs leading up to that. I was like, oh, fine. But Injustice failed.
Maybe they'll reboot it like how they did with like Batman so many different times.
I'll be surprised if the animation team reboots something. Okay,
but before we continue, I do want to test out this StreamYard giveaway. So whoever is in the audience,
nice.
All you have to do is comment here, HERE, in the chat. And then I'll be doing a random
comment. Chris, let's comment.
We'll be doing a $25 gift card. All you have to do is just comment here, and then I'll do a randomized generator, and then I'll announce the winner here in a little bit. But you can't even spell it right. Come on, man. Just kidding. Yeah. So as that goes, somebody asked, what are some of your favorite lesser known comic book characters that you think deserves more shine?
One of the first ones that come to my mind, I would say Gambit. He's a little bit hidden. That's one of the first ones that comes to my mind.
Trying to think, because everyone seems to be getting a little bit of shine right now.
Here.
This guy commented.
You can hear it too in your head.
No. I did like seeing the series that came out, and I hope it gets some more. What was it? That's on the tip of my tongue. Give me a second. I'm gonna hate myself.
Type in the game. Yeah, so like I know a lot of lesser known comic book stories, but not really lesser known comic book characters.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
I got it. Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill.
Oh my goodness, that's a good one.
But yeah, if you have not read the miniseries that just came out, it wrapped up a little bit ago. Highly recommend it. You don't need to have read anything Beta Ray Bill before then.
Oh my god! And what's the gunman's name on Wildcats? I like him so much. Grifter.
Yes,
I would love to see some of him too. I feel like he would make a dope. I mean, he had a solo series, but it was limited. Everything, you know what? DC gonna drive me nuts. A lot of the characters that are like down here, they get like these little 5-issue miniseries. Come on, DC. While Batman got like 6 runs running at the same time.
No, it's gotta have Bat in the title, so you gotta have Bat Grifter or Grifter Bat at that point.
Right. I'll see him on a variant cover.
Anything with Bat.
Yeah, anything with a bat.
Just like with Marvel, as long as you have X-Men in the title, you know.
Well, at least with Marvel, they don't rely on just one character to sell.
Yeah.
At least they spread it out and allow their shows to sell lesser known characters. Because Loki was under the rug, Iron Man was under the rug. You know, a lot of these characters were, you know, super low key.
Yeah.
And these shows, the MCU made them popular and made them start selling. So
yeah, that's true. I'm definitely digging Loki now because of the TV show.
See?
Yeah.
The formula's working. They figured it out.
That is true.
I'll tell you what, from Ta-Nehisi Coates' run on Black Panther, I just read the first issue of Ridley's now starting Black Panther, John Ridley. That's going from one amazing writer to like
to
next
the next
one. Yeah. So and that'll be, I kind of equate what Black Panther's had over many, many years to kind of Daredevil. Like it hasn't missed. Nope. I mean, there's little misses here or there, but usually you got very strong writers.
Who's your favorite Black Panther writer so far?
Black Panther writer? Priest.
Definitely me too. Priest. Yes.
Christopher Priest.
One of my most wanted omnis, man.
I'll tell you what, when Omar announced like the Ta-Nehisi Coates run, I was happy. But I was very surprised. I was surprised to saying, "Oh, it's going to be Priest. We're going to go for Priest. We're going to go to Hudland, and then we're going to move on to Ta-Nehisi." But I was like, "Okay, we're going to go recent."
And then when he kept making more announcements, he announced a compilation one, and then another, and I was like, "No, this is not. this ain't it. This ain't what we were talking about." And he know we upset too.
I'm glad Thing's getting an Omni. I wasn't expecting that, but some people were very excited.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised about the thing. I was like, do people even care about this character that much?
Some people were very happy.
Yeah, he was slept on a lot, but maybe he's a cool character. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Luke Cage is getting one. I was like, Luke Cage.
I love the Luke Cage TV show. So I don't know about the comics though, but the TV show was solid. Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, that's my answer. I'm sorry. Yeah, Priest.
Okay.
All that.
Right. So let me run through this real quick. We have our draw right here.
If John wins, I'm dying.
We got who won? Let's see. Look at that. That's so cool. We got Rob Swallow.
Rob Swallow.
All right.
Congratulations.
Go ahead and send us a message. We'll have that out to you right away. All you have to do, go on our website, go to the inbox, shoot us your, information. We'll have that out to you. But I definitely like this. You can actually people can see what's going on. Definitely dig it.
Congrats, man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
I still need to do a what's it called? A giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. So now I know how it works.
All right.
Yeah, we're definitely doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway pretty soon.
Nice.
So
Congrats.
What was that? Are you watching the Spider-Man movie when it comes out as well, Chris?
Yeah, my ticket is for that Thursday at 3 p.m. We've got a big review on our Marvel Alliance show that Friday night, so breaking it all down.
Okay. When you got your ticket, was like almost sold out, or you got it pretty early on?
No, some of my people on my network decided to stay up late and do it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to bed. And
Me too.
woke up when I usually do, got on Fandango, got my tickets. Because, I mean, I'm not in I live outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. So my theaters are not going to be, when I got in there, I think a third of it had already sold. But now I had checked it 2 nights ago. Every single theater, I guess theater in the theater I'm going to, either the front row is the only thing that's left or it's done. It's gone for Thursday night preview.
Man, that was the first time in my life where I've actually seen a site say you're in a virtual line
for a movie.
I was like, am I seeing this?
Yeah, dude, that is crazy.
And your wait time was 3.5 hours. I say, yep, I'm going to sleep.
3 hours? Dang.
3 hours. This is Las Vegas for you.
Okay. That is true. You are in Vegas, so
not happening.
This guy city doesn't sleep.
Yeah, that is true. And he's balling out of control.
The mini version of New York, I guess, with desert elements.
Is Witcher coming out on the same day as well?
Yep, on the 17th.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm seeing it Thursday so I can catch it.
I'll just stay home, watch Witcher, then watch Spider-Man on this following Tuesday.
All right.
Well, speaking of Spider, they just did the preview for Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Yes, I did. It looks sick.
And the big surprise, part 1.
Oh,
part 1.
Is this animated or live?
Yep, animated. Yep.
Okay.
The first one was so good.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Oh my God. Yeah. So impactful. So good.
I definitely need to start reading more Spider-Man. This guy's trying to sell me a whole entire. I forgot what it was. Was it Daniel Wade that I mentioned to you guys? Remember, he's trying to sell me a Spider-Man run, like an entire series. I forgot who it was.
Was it an omnibus or a trade?
No, it was a trade. It was like some collection. And then you guys were like, nah, it's trash. Oh, wait, it was Noah and it was Brandon. They're like, nah, it's very boring. But I was like, I don't know what Spider-Man series to like really read. Like,
I think Ultimate Spider-Man will be. Oh, you know what? I take that back. Since you like smart aleck like characters or dark gritty side of characters, don't laugh at me, Chris. I think maybe Superior Spider-Man.
I was just gonna suggest that.
Maybe that'll be up your alley because this is something that you would never expect from Spider-Man.
So what is that collected in? Like, is it collecting hardcovers?
It has now. That's another whale. It has oversized hardcovers. It's out of print, but I got a strong feeling it's gonna get an omnibus.
Okay. You said what Spider-Man again?
Superior.
Yeah, Superior Spider-Man. Yeah.
Okay, I have it next week.
The artist on that, I believe, is Ryan Stegman, who did the current Venom run with Donny Cates and all that.
That reminds me. Donny Cates. When Donny Cates coming to your area?
Now you about to get me started. He's gonna be here on the 18th. Your boy is gonna be there. I'm gonna have my ticket. I'll wait a few hours. I don't care. I am getting my signature and my selfie. This is my dude. It's one of my favorite
writers. All right, dude. I'll send you a bunch of books to bring to sign.
No.
Give me some remarks too.
You just called me and flex all them whales. You fly yourself out here.
Yo, I don't have money, dude. Spend it all on books.
Chris,
he's spending all on those whales.
Chris, handle my lightweight, please.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, the con here that has been off for a while, the Heroes Convention is finally getting back on here. They're finally getting their anniversary is coming back online. They've had 2 years without it. So
wow.
Yeah.
Do you guys go to Comic Cons every year or cons in general? Yeah,
I do.
I'll go to the one that's here in Charlotte at that point every year. So
Is it like crowded when you guys go, or is it like pretty steady and chill?
So when I first before I even discovered what an omnibus was, I was going to a con like when it was really small. But as I seen it over the years grow faster and faster and faster to a point where it's gotten bigger. I think our con, Amazing Las Vegas Comic Con, was I think Stan Lee's third to his last before he passed away, and I was sad that I didn't have no $500 to even get a signature or a selfie. That's too expensive. Jesus,
dang, that is pretty expensive. But it's like nothing now.
Yeah, I'm like, Stanley, I better get a dinner. I better get a stay the night at the hotel. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, isn't like doing remarks, like having artists do remarks on your stuff, like costs around that much too?
Not all artists cost it. I think he was the most expensive.
Okay, because I know
Yeah.
signatures what was like sometimes it's free, could go up to 100, and then remarks since it takes a little bit longer.
I remember when Bendis came down here, I literally wanted to be as early for that one as possible. So
Yeah.
I was there
Yeah,
probably an
yeah.
hour plus early, and again, I'm one of these people that okay, if they'll sign more, I'll bring more, but I've got like my top 5 things I want you to sign.
Yeah.
Well, he shows up 30, 40 minutes early, and he's just putting his stuff down. He says, "Oh, my I'm not here for a while." I said, "Yeah, I'm just waiting." He says, looks around and says, "You know what? Give me everything you got." I said, "What do you mean?"
Yeah.
He said, "No, give me everything you got. You're waiting here early. I'm gonna do you a solid and sign every single book you want me to sign."
Right there. Take notes, JP. Take notes to what he just said. In case you have your favorite artist or whatever, be nice and watch what happens. They will have feelings for you and be like, all right, let's take a picture.
Brian Hitch, I think it was either at the same con or the year or two prior. It was during Ultimates. I brought him the newest issue. He hadn't read it yet. And he says, "Hey, do you mind if I stop and just I kind of read this? I haven't read it yet." And he literally stops the line and reads that issue. And we're all just like, okay, cool. I guess we're doing
He's
this.
gonna read it.
What am I gonna say? No to the artist of a great book? No.
Yeah. I know, right? So he did the art for that book, but he never read it.
Yeah, he hadn't seen. I mean, he did the art, but I mean, I guess he hadn't seen the whole thing put together at that point.
Yeah, the whole finished product.
Yeah. So how was his reaction towards it?
He seemed happy.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. It's very interesting. Oh, sorry, Dave. Were you gonna say something?
Oh, I was gonna say this funny, cool little story. I still got this video on my phone. So when I first met Rob Liefeld, right, the creator of Deadpool, I took some of my Deadpool artwork to him, right, just to give it to him so he can have it to take to his house, right? And again, a slick way to get a free signature and a selfie. I thought that was pretty cool.
Sometimes I know a lot of different writers and artists, if you have like the hardcover or an absolute or something like that, they will do something extra without even you asking. Like Darwin Cook, I had the absolute. He sketched in Green Lantern sketch in there.
Oh my God.
Ethan Van Sciver, I know, controversial at that point. He, before he got into the
amazing artist though.
Amazing artist. He told me, "Hey, I want you to come back," because I had the hardcover of Green Lantern Rebirth just before they went absolute and everything like that. He told me to come back at a certain time, and he says, I will sketch any Green Lantern full body that you want in this because you bought the hardcover." He said, "That's what I do for people who buy the hardcover." So, some people, some people are just really nice to the fans. I would never ever ask anything extra unless it was either I'm paying for it or they're offering.
Yeah.
Right.
That's really cool. That's definitely really cool. It kind of sucks because when Donny Cates come, you wanted the Venomnibus or King of Black to be,
Yeah, I know. But you know what? I got Absolute Carnage. I'm cool. I got the Absolute Carnage Omnibus. I'm gonna take that with me.
Yeah, you got one of mine too. I'm sending your way.
Oh, you're lying. Let it go. Not happening. I'm gonna forget it in the car. Okay,
if I did though, I'll probably want that Thor one, Thor sign, because I like this Thor.
I have that variant up there too. They charging like $20 for each signature. I'm gonna see if I can slick my way to it.
You stand an hour early and you get it all for free.
I mean, I hope
that was a one-time thing, and at that point, like I said, it hasn't been there. I mean, that was back when they weren't charging for signatures. So.
But I can't wait though. I can't wait to see him. He's such a down-to-earth guy.
So who is your guys? I know you asked me this before, Day, but who is your favorite artist, Chris?
Current. Jeez.
Day's looking. He's looking hard. He's like, "What you got?"
I am. I'm like, let's see. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna
say? I would say right now, Dan Mora. I really, really am a growing to be a bigger fan of him.
What did he draw?
He is currently on either it's Batman or Detective. I can't remember which one.
Didn't he do like I think Once in Future?
He's Once in Future. Yes, I was just saying like currently. Yeah, Once in Future he's doing. He did Klaus. He's done a lot of the
Klaus, and which I'm actually going to start that series right now, and I see his artwork. It's incredible.
Yeah. So
Daredevil. I know he did Daredevil.
Yep, done some Daredevil.
Amazing artist.
I see something in there. No, I have not read Hexed yet. So if it's got Dan Moore, you've got my attention.
All right, now we know. So what publisher wrote Hex, by the way? If you know.
I'll wait for him to respond.
Yeah, we're waiting for him. But anyways, somebody did say McFarlane's Spider-Man was great too. But I've been hearing some things like that. His artwork was great. But
are we talking about the story or the art?
The story. Because I was asking a while back, what story should I read?
Oh, it's from Boom.
Yeah, but I heard that the McFarlane Spider-Man story was not that great.
No, I think he just wanted to. They see that McFarlane sells, so they're like, "Oh, hey, do your own thing."
And
this another piece of income.
Did it turn out to be like a flop?
The story isn't that great, but his artwork is what sells it. It's the same thing with Spawn too.
So would you say? So you're saying Spawn is not that great, the story wise?
It's a mixed bag. But I think what sells McFarlane most of the time is his art.
Okay.
Yeah. And McFarlane even says himself. He said, "I'm more stronger in my art than I am as a writer." So he actually admits that.
I would say another artist, Gary Frank. I love Gary Frank's art. And then Marcelo Costa. If you are not reading Radiant Black, shame on you. And that is your homework.
That's a fun story.
So what publisher is Radiant Black?
Image.
Is it in stock? Is it hardcover?
It just released its first trade. It's about to do its second trade in March. It's Kyle Higgins.
Okay.
So this is something that has been a near and dear to his heart, and he is leaning hard into it. They're about to do a big crossover February, March called Supernova, where it's Radiant Black, new character, Rogue Sun, and Inferno Girl Red. Inferno Girl Red is being written by Matt Groom, who did a Kickstarter about it. And I interviewed him for my show, World's Finest True Believers. And at the time, he was my guy who joined me, Clay. We were asking, hey, this looks very familiar. You know, you're working with Kyle on Ultraman for Marvel. You know, are you two, Inferno Girl Red looks to be kind of Radiant Black like? We're going to see Inferno maybe teaming up? And he was like, can't really say, but you know, there's always a possibility. So when they made that huge announcement, but I'll tell you what, Kyle just has a great way of dealing with young heroes.
I loved his Power Rangers. Oh my god.
Yeah, Power Rangers at that point, but I wasn't feeling it. I've kind of dropped off of Ordinary Gods. Something about that I'm not feeling it. But when it comes to like he's doing a Darkhawk now for Marvel, he just knows how to he found his niche. Like his Nightwing run, excellent run. So.
Yeah. Nice.
Now you got me curious. So what is this Radiant Black about? Like what is it about?
Go ahead, Chris.
It is down on your luck guy, been kicked around. He's kind of like he's trying to be a great novelist at that point. And his friend and him go out one night and find this basically thing. It basically is kind of a mini black hole, it turns out. And he touches it and he's imbued with these. He basically looks like a Power Ranger when it comes down to it, but he's got all these kind of cosmic powers and it ends up being that he may not be the only one out there with these gifts. So, and it gut punches you about halfway through the first couple of issues. Kyle was saying like, you're not prepared for what I'm about to do to you all. About halfway through the first couple, and oh my god. Yeah, He certainly. This is something he's pouring his heart and soul into. You
Okay,
can
how
tell.
many issues are out so far?
10th
10?
issue came out
Uh-huh.
a couple weeks ago.
Do you see this going on for a long time or like a mini
Yes.
series?
He's
Okay.
got at least. He said he's got a couple months ago. He said he's got the first 25 to 30 already planned out.
Okay, so it'll be a bit. Okay.
Yep.
That's exciting. That's exciting for sure.
I now you got another one added to your list.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Like, because I just talked about this not too long ago. I was like, man, I don't like reading Image because that's all I read. And now, like, after I finish reading Image, all the other books, I'm like, do I want to read this anymore? and I'm slowly running out of Image material too.
Yeah, this one, again, it's not in hardcover, so as long as you can, yeah, it's. There has not been one person I have recommended Radiant Black to that has not come back and been very happy. It's if you are a fan of Power Rangers or anything Kyle has written, this will not disappoint.
Okay, I mean, I'm seeing it in the comments too, man. People are saying like Havoc. He's like, it's where is that? If he wants an animated movie or anything.
I would agree that would work too.
Pay attention if you're on Twitter. Kyle's been dropping a lot of hints. He's doubling down on Radiant Black a lot. He's got a soundtrack for it. They're doing some traveling, looking at some stuff. Like it's impressive.
Okay. Wow. Definitely will check out the series for sure. I'm gonna go order this right after we get off this stream. And then that kind of reminds me, like when you told me about crossover too.
I
really enjoyed that one. I kind of took a break from it because of like, I need to read all these other stuff. But when I was reading it, I like how it kind of reminded me of like a Ready Player One, story. In my thing, it's like all these what's it called, instead of like games, it's more like superheroes coming to life inside the book. So that was definitely cool to read.
Nice.
How many?
I definitely like just how. And cliche to say how meta it is in the sense of like it's not just bringing the heroes into real life, it's even making the comic book creators into real life too. They exist in this world. It's very I think my favorite issue of the entire series is just when Zdarsky did a single issue for that was funny.
Okay, which issue was that one?
I want to say it was right after, it was a couple of issues right after the first trade came out.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't finished the first trade.
This cover literally has a signpost with like missing, and it's Chip Zdarsky's face on it.
So. Okay. Yeah, you see that you definitely need to check out crossover. It's actually really good.
It is wild, and again, Donny Cates.
Yeah.
So. But the cool thing with what Donny did is he wrote a series called Paybacks. That's had a kind of weird kind of run.
Yeah, that was kind of,
But he has taken everything from anything he's ever done and brought it into crossover on top of everything Image has ever done.
Yeah.
Or, like all these, like he is, I don't know how he's been able to do it, but everyone's just like, oh yeah, bring my character into this. Bring Madman into this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you definitely need to check it out, man. For sure. I'm definitely. If I were at the convention or the Las Vegas thing, I would have crossover signed instead now, because I totally forgot that was a Donny Cates one. But yeah, it's fun. It's a wild ride.
The man is on fire, and he's not afraid to take risk.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of like. What's this new series he's supposed to be writing?
He's writing Hulk right now too.
I thought he's writing another thing, or he's going to.
He's doing Hulk, Thor.
I forget. Was he one of the ones
he's
that
doing one?
Did he jump ship to do the what is it? The online newsletter thing? What was it? What's it called? Starts with an S.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I can't think of it right now.
Like a whole bunch of
Ryan Stegman.
Yeah.
It's like Shutter something stack something.
Substack.
There you go.
So what is this Substacks?
I guess a lot of independent artists and writers and stuff started their own platform where they can all come together and make content and stuff like that.
Yeah, Substack started as and it still is, a newsletter for a lot of newspaper writers who either got fired or got let go, and they wanted to kind of still have their content because they had a good following on it. And so Substack started offering, and I think it really started with Nick Spencer started the movement. Like they supposedly offered him a huge amount of money to basically create content on their platform. This is the first time they'd ever done something like do newsletters, but also get into comics.
Yeah.
Right.
So you got people like Tinian and Kay, like
Snyder
is
Okay,
doing
the big boys.
Yeah, they're basically threw a whole bunch of money at him and said, "Hey, we want you to do your newsletters on our platform, but also create comics for it."
Okay.
Right.
So
that sounds pretty interesting. That sounds fun.
And Snyder has this one course on there, which I'm interested to checking out. He's talking about teaching how to write comics and stuff like that. And I was like, "Oh, this is a seller here."
Yeah.
Because I love his writing.
Yeah. So we have a quick question right here. Do you think Radiant Black is going to be 16 to 18 issues before they publish a hardcover?
Possibly.
Yeah, I would say they get through if he can get through he will, but I think by the third trade, once they get through 3 trades, they could do a deluxe very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what do you guys think about Smastronauts, the Hulk run?
Okay.
That's funny.
I'm trying to figure out how I feel about the idea because it's like I feel like we've been here before. I just don't know why. Yeah. But okay, it's fun and it's not boring. I had a bomb time. You'll like it, JP, because I know you like a little bit of grittiness.
Yeah. What is Smastronauts?
You take it, Day. You take that one.
Oh my God. All right. So Donnie Cates raised the idea, what if Bruce Banner was wait, how did he say it? Where that issue at? I like how he said it because the story almost seems like a what if kind of like story.
I mean, yeah, I know I haven't finished Al Ewing's run, but I did read the first issue, and I'm obviously a little lost what they're referring to, but I can piece together what happened. So
let me look up that. I gotta read that quote on the cover, man, because I was not prepared. I have to read that. Hold on.
Okay. So while Day prepared for that, I'm gonna answer another question. So, so we're a physical store. I don't think I will or ever will, only because I like to be efficient with my time. And when you have a physical location, you have to be open. You have to be open no matter what, from 8 to 5 or whatever. And if you're not, then you have a bunch of people being mad, and then that's just extra hours that I had to have my people work. When we sell it online, all we had to do is just fulfill orders. So we come in, we take care of all the freights or the deliveries, and we just pack up all the books. If we're done early, we're done early. We go home. But you can't really do that with a physical location because you have to stay no matter what, even if you have no customers coming in. So that's why I prefer having like an e-commerce website instead of like a physical location, because then if you're not there at a certain time and that one customer comes in, I'm so mad, I'm doing a 1-star review. Yeah. So we'll be staying with just online at this time. It just gives us a lot more leeway as well.
Okay, here it is. What if the Hulk exists to protect us from Banner? I feel like we've been here.
And that's what it was.
Yeah, I was like, dang, this feels like a what if. This doesn't really feel like a full-on standalone. Well, I do feel like a standalone, kind of like it kind of forgets about what Immortal Hulk was doing, and he was like, and basically Bruce. I ain't gonna spoil it, but
Havoc's got a good comment. I like Havoc's kind of analogy.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It's like Donnie just jumps us in and was like, all right, y'all, my turn. He basically said, all right, the last right to put the toys back in the closet. Now it's my turn to take them back out to do my own thing. And we're going to forget about what he did, which I'm not one of those people that's like, everything ain't always got to be continuous. It's cool to see another writer's perspective and ideas.
Yeah. I like that he did, in the sense of honoring what Al did with whatever the last thing he did do with this New Mexico incident. So
exactly. So I personally dig it. I'm going to continue with it. It was a cool.
I mean, it's got Ryan Otley as
on artwork.
Artist. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Invincible.
And by the way, Chris, that's who Donnie Cates is going to be here, Ryan Otley and Ryan Stegman on the same day.
I am treasuring my besides all the whole Ultimate collection I have. I treasure meeting Robert Kirkman and Otley at the beginning of their Invincible stuff, and I've got a little remark sketch of Otley doing Invincible, and I've got my hardcover first whatever the Ultimate run or whatever they call it for Walking Dead, and Robert said, "Hey, do you mind if I draw something in here?" And he's not an artist; he's a writer. He drew the most disgusting, decrepit zombie taking over the whole page at that point of the thing. So I have a sketch by Robert Kirkman.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good story to tell, you know.
It is. It is, and he's a trip to talk to. He's a lot of fun.
Okay, definitely.
Adrian, I agree with you, bro. I feel weird too, but I'm gonna continue with it though.
It's Hulk. I mean, you can only do. I mean, it's one of those characters that unless you go really hard into the weird and strange, it becomes a very one-note character.
And I agree, and that's why I was like, no, I still like this because I wasn't bored. I was having a bomb time with this first issue because Donnie is just good at not boring me. Yeah, I'm like, you're good with the gritty. You're good with the gritty and the dark. I'm like, oh yes, he's taking risks. I'm like, Donnie. That's how I was acting when I was reading.
I just particularly, I think my favorite part of the issue is just like, oh, he's just going toe to toe as always with Iron Man and Tony. It's just like, oh, please.
Right.
We've been here before. Come on.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And I like that. I like that scene with him and with Hulk and Iron Man fight. I was not prepared for that one.
Build an armor that actually can take me on.
So if I were to get into a Hulk story, so I think there's like we have Planet Hulk, we have World War Hulk, we have like Hulk by Loeb, or any of those like decent reads to get into. Because I like the covers of World War Hulk and Planet Hulk, but I don't know if they're like.
If you're gonna read World War Hulk, you have to start with Planet.
Yeah.
Because what happens after Planet? Huh?
Is it a good read though? Because I like.
Do you not see my wall? Yes, it is.
I mean, there's a lot of different like Hulks. You know, a lot of different Hulk books. I don't really see people talking about the Hulk.
Well, the Hulk to me is another character that is swept under the rug.
Okay.
MCU made that clear. But anyway, so. Yeah, I personally think Planet Hulk is a good place.
Okay.
Peter David's Hulk is good too. That's pretty much like the Chris Claremont and X-Men. Yeah. That's what Peter David is to Hulk, pretty much. I would say my Hulk by Bruce Jones, but because I don't know. Okay, how are you, JP, with psychological thriller kind of like books?
I mean, as long as I don't have to think too hard, I'm okay.
No, you're not. No, it ain't Morrison.
Yeah,
it's just
it ain't. What's his name? Hickman.
No, it ain't Hickman either.
No, I would put Morrison above Hickman in the sense of like you gotta really think.
Yeah, you have to think. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. How about have you seen the 2008 Edward Norton Incredible Hulk movie, MCU, the second MCU movie?
Yes.
It's that same tone. The material from Bruce Jones' run was inspired from that in that movie.
Like that's that guy had like the other like the guy who looked like the Hulk, like I don't know, big
Abomination.
Yeah, Abomination.
Yeah, he's in there. By the way, you're gonna if you've never seen Abomination, how he looks in the comics, you're gonna be shook because Abomination, how MCU did it, he looks fine, but that's not what he really supposed to look like.
Okay. Okay, now I know. All right, so Galaxy Nuts. Yes, looking to buy an Absolute Edition. What do you guys recommend for someone's first set?
First set of Absolute Editions?
Yeah, first set.
Look at us. We just looking at our.
I know. I've got my Absolutes I'm looking at right now. What I will say about Absolutes is one of the things I go for collected editions. Like it's nice having the whole thing together. Yeah. But I've got Marvel Unlimited and I've got DC Universe Infinite. So I buy what extras in because I've talked to JP. I don't have Justice League Dark because the extras are for nothing. Like it's not. I mean, it's oversized. It's a great story, but with an Absolute, I look for the extras, and I think some of the best ones that have some of the best extras are New Frontier and Kingdom Come.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Come is strong. Now, when you say extras, are you talking about like scripts and artwork and stuff like that at the end, or are you talking about
it's
extra
commentaries,
issues?
like the commentaries? Because on both of those have like page to script, like annotations and talking about like what these little Easter eggs mean and things like that. And and both those are self-contained. I think all the absolutes really, outside of like Sandman, Preacher, that you can get a pretty self-contained story and not. But those Frontier and Kingdom Come are some of my go-tos when it comes to it.
And as a seller, Kingdom Come sells pretty well. Absolute All-Star Superman.
And that's another good one.
And then Day Tripper.
Day Tripper.
Yeah. So those three are my biggest sellers, and a lot of people love it. So that's just as a seller perspective. But as a reader perspective, I'll let these two answer. I'll let Day answer.
Yeah, go for it, Day.
Okay, Absolute Justice League, New 52, Jeff Johns. You get like the first 12 issues of that run, the origins and all that stuff just set in that one place. It's a quick, easy read. That's a really good one. If you want to go creepy and want to go to the horror vibes, go to my boy Alan Moore on Absolute Swamp Thing. Go on to the deep dark. Turn your lights off. Put a little green jail.
Swamp Thing's more of a horror?
Yeah, he's definitely dark. He's part of Justice League dark.
And would I be right, Day? Is you will never feel an omnibus like you've ever felt this one? I mean, feel an absolute like you've never felt.
And when I tell you that to me, that book felt like it came. I'm not being dramatic. That book felt like it came out the swamp. When you take it out of the doggone, what do you call it, slipcase? The leather feels like dirt. Or no, I'm serious. The leather, the leather, it feels like you're filling on the character.
Yeah.
I said DC put their foot in the design of this book. And volume 3 comes out next year, so y'all better hurry up and get volume 1.
That is true.
Yeah, if you're looking for sets, like some of the best sets at that point, I mean, you can't go wrong with Sandman and Preacher. Those I mean, some beautifully.
Those are beautiful.
Yeah,
Preacher set.
Preacher looks like he got Bibles.
Like, the Preacher looks like Bibles. I really like that. Sandman looks really cool too.
I don't know if it's still in print. Crisis on Infinite Earth had a cool absolute in the sense that it came. But yeah, because it also came with an additional book for kind of like the history and the chronology of the whole thing. So,
and I would say Absolute Blackest Night, but that's a whale.
Oh, it is now.
Yeah,
it's a big whale. It's a big whale.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I picked one up yesterday.
Of course you did.
Nobody asked you.
Hey, bro, I'll be throwing a lot of these on Whatnot. So
Whatnot.
Everybody get a chance to get one.
Yeah,
I wonder how much that JLA Avengers. I don't even want to imagine what that's gonna go.
I don't either, to be honest. I don't either. Oh, Batman Hush, Long Halloween. Didn't Wonder Woman, Brian Azzarello?
Yeah.
Yep, that had one. Perez is getting one, but I'm gonna skip out on that just because I've got the 3 Omnis for it, and I'm cool with just having those.
Yeah. Wasn't there a big one coming out next year? Was it Dark Knight's Metal?
You got Metal, you've got Doomsday Clock,
and
Multiversity.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Oh,
After War, I enjoyed that one. That was good.
That's a good one.
It's
Big
missing a good issue though. It's what is it? The I want to say the Superboy one or something. Like there is a good Sinestro issue in there that it's missing.
That's okay.
I do have. I'm a big fan. I know it's controversial, but whatever. What got me back into collecting comics? I've got Absolute Identity Crisis, and I'm a big fan of that story.
Okay. Yeah, that one's a very big one. A lot of fans hate that one.
I've been meaning to pick that one up, but I can't.
And I totally.
You don't need no more.
And I totally acknowledge. I understand the side of the fridging of characters and things like that. I'm not justifying it. It's just it was a story that got me back into it because for a long time, I did not think comics could do that in the sense of bringing some real troubling issues forward.
Yeah.
So.
And another one I'll say, and I'll hush up after this. I would say like the Absolute Joker and Luther with Brian Azzarello and Lee Bermejo, my favorite comic book artist on artwork.
Yes.
By the way, his Joker really heavily inspired that Heath Ledger Joker in the Dark Knight movie. By the way, in case y'all want to see the influence, there you have it.
It's pretty obvious once you see it.
Once you see it, you're gonna be like, "Oh, is that Heath?" No, you mean Heath was this.
I like how Habit mentioned Absolute Justice is the whale, and I never even heard of it until today.
I can't believe that's a whale now. That's again, I'm
That's
a
big
sucker
one.
for Alex Ross. I am a huge sucker for Alex Ross.
Yeah, I love his art. Oh my god.
So I've been meaning to ask since we started, like, what are you guys excited for this next solicitation that's coming up? I don't know if you guys know a lot of it, but I know you watched Omar's read through of the Marvel ones. So I know there's a lot of them. This one, like this month's was kind of a sleeper month. Like it was kind of like slow, but next month's looking pretty hot.
Yeah, because you've got King in Black, you've got Capes. I applaud Marvel for doing Venomnibus by Cates and Stegman. Thank you for praising the artist.
Oh
you.
my god, that's like a dream come true. I thought I'll have to wait years and stuff for it because when they wait till when runs are done, they'll wait a few years down the line before
they're printing runs as soon as they finish.
But see, they see that Donnie is selling. They made like compilation omnis out of that man.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, let's go ahead and
What is it? You've got Extreme X-Men by Claremont in that next run. I'm a big fan. I'm excited, even though I don't collect too many of the epics. But Tales of the Jedi Volume 2 is coming out with that. What else?
So real quick before I run through before you forget. So Noah, you don't really read that many Star Wars, right? I mean, Day, sorry.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah, you don't read.
Where he at?
You don't read.
He disappeared. What happened?
Where did he go? I
So
just now noticed he's gone.
he had an emergency at his
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Day, you don't read Star Wars.
No, but I think I'm going to get that reprint on Jason Aaron. I might let that be my jump start.
So if Day hasn't read any Star Wars, what would you recommend for him to read in Omnibus or whatever's collected right now?
I mean, Aaron's run is kind of the easiest starting point.
Okay.
It's the easiest one just because all you really need to have seen is the movies. And if you can just kind of go all the way through, I mean, I love it. I love the concept that they're doing with, they did between New Hope and Empire. Now they're doing between Empire and Jedi.
Yeah.
So, Gillen's and Soul's Vader run brings some cool dynamics to the character. I really enjoy Dr. Aphra. I know some people it's a love-hate with Dr. Aphra, but it was very intriguing, the character, to me, what Aaron introduced her. So.
Yeah. It's kind of funny when
that wasn't Aaron, it was Gillen introduced her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gillen.
When the omnibus came out, I was meaning to read it. I still have it unsealed on my shelf.
That doesn't surprise me, JP.
I've been meaning to read it for so long, ever since it came out last year. I was like, But
I'll tell you what, Day, I would, if you just want to read a good Legends that's not canon, Dark Empire. Read Dark Empire 1, 2, and Empire's End. Those are all you have to have seen is End of Jedi, and that was the book that Dark Horse's first attempt to going into Star Wars at that point, like trying to continue on with it. And that came out the same time as Heir to the Empire by Timothy Zahn, the novel series, started.
Right.
And so it was what kind of reignited people back to really being interested. You really want to do Star Wars as a comic and kind of capitalize? I mean, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
That's always a go-to for me, Dark Empire.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. I always wish Star Wars was the rated R movie. Just saying, with the lightsaber,
Zack Snyder's doing that on Netflix with Rebel Moon.
Okay.
Yeah, he pitched an idea for doing a Star Wars movie to Lucas, and they passed on it. So now he's getting to do it at Netflix.
Okay. All right. I thought it was only like a Disney thing. So that's great to hear. Cool. I am definitely cool with that. So let's go back to the solicitations.
Okay. I'd let Chris finish.
So it was Extreme. It was I had Yeah, I'm gonna pull up my text message to you at that point because I kind of gave you a.
Oh yeah, you did give me an entire list.
I didn't give you that big of a list.
And
I probably just gave you my order of what's coming up. AVX, the Omni's in it. X Factor by Peter David, Volume 2. What If is putting out another one.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Morales, they're rebranding it to kind of, so if you have the Ultimate Spider-Man and then the Miles Morales, they're basically putting them both out but rebranding them under one kind of title.
So is this Miles Morales omnibus good? Because I know there was one still in stock for so long, so I don't know.
I personally enjoy them. They're just fun reads, nothing deep, nothing crazy. Straight up fun.
Because there was one in stock, I forgot it was, but like it was selling for like $30 right? Because it was like, I don't know if people liked it or not. It was in stock.
It was the 616 Miles, right? It was
I don't remember
after Ultimate, that second one.
Because there was one that was really good and one that was like just a sleeper where like you could find it anywhere for like $30.
It was definitely that second one for sure.
Okay.
The Ultimate one was selling a lot because that became a whale for a long time.
Okay.
And it just had bad binding, so it was a whale, but people were like, I don't know if I want to take a chance on that because every single one just had bad binding.
Yeah.
Same
thing like my poor Marvel Zombies.
Oh my God. Mine is going through it right now.
I definitely need to go open-minded. So Avenger, it was this AVX, Avengers versus X-Men. How was that story?
That was the end of my after that I tried reading what Bendis tried to do with X-Men, and that's where I fell off of after AVX. I fell off of it until Hickman.
Okay. Dude, Hickman series is great. I need to catch up on it after I finish Monsters, but I did finish Hawks.
How is Monsters? I'm tempted to start it.
Ooh, it's great. I love it. I read the first issue and I loved it. I literally talked about it for like the first.
This is the Windsor one, right?
I forgot. I don't know. I need to see. But it's the Image Monstrous. No, not Monsters.
No.
Yeah,
okay.
Monstrous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Two different things.
Yeah, Monsters by Windsor. I heard some people love it. I heard some people don't. You know, that one has mixed. But Monstrous, I love that one because I like fantasy series. That's why I love The Witcher. I like Serrano Chronicles. You know, all these like medieval TV shows and whatnot. So it's like I think it's the first fantasy one I read in comics besides Middle West.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you guys know any more fantasy graphic novels or comics, leave that in the comments, or if you guys know any as well, let me know because I love reading that type of stuff.
He's running out of stuff at Image. He needs some good stuff.
Yeah.
He-Man. Sorry.
I know you keep telling me He-Man. I keep sleeping on it.
And I think I say what you want about the Netflix series. I actually loved it. I really loved the Netflix series.
Oh yeah,
I love Revelations.
I don't know why they're hating on it.
I know why. I at least have a theory of why. It's just like, oh, he lied. It's a Tila show. Here's my thing.
It did.
I can't say that, but what it didn't say He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. It said Masters
of the Universe. They missed that part.
But
they thought it was going to be all about him.
I agree. I have not read, and I'm glad it's collected on DC Universe Infinite. I that's on my to-do list, but that to-do list keeps on growing. So,
yeah, The Last God, I gotta read that one for sure. That is on my list from DC to read. That looks
good. I've been seeing the cover. It looks really cool. It looks really interesting.
The art looks amazing.
Yeah. I've been meaning to take one home before I sell out, but I keep selling out before I take one home.
I'm surprised that's not oversized. I don't know what's with DC, man.
When I opened it, I was like, wait, this looks normal. So,
but it's a standard size bug.
The cover is still cool though.
It is.
Yeah, that's one of the characters when we're talking about
that.
Underrated.
Mm-hmm.
I loved his character in Injustice. He was so fun.
JP, have you read and Day Day? Have you read Lock and Key at all?
I did.
I have not.
Okay.
I didn't love it, but I enjoyed reading it.
Mm-hmm.
The characters are kind of ugly though.
In spit and out.
Oh, Father!
Like he started spitting it. Like I just wasn't used to it because like when you watch the TV show, they're like all young and cute.
Oh, don't get me started on the TV show.
Yeah, just the characters on the TV show, they look very young and cute. When you switch over to the comics, though, they look kind of rough.
I was like, Georgie. I'm just kidding.
And then Wheelchair, he asked, will there be any Power Rangers omnibus? I don't think Boom does omnibus, right?
No, not really. They mostly stick to deluxe
They only
editions.
do, deluxes. So you didn't like the lock
screwing up orders, they do that too.
That is true. So you didn't like the Lock and Key TV show?
I like the first. I like the first season better than the second season.
Okay.
And I know they're working on a third.
Yeah.
And then I heard rumors that they're greenlit for a fourth. My friend who's a huge, even bigger Lock and Key fan as a series, he agrees with me saying, I don't know how to take this idea of a season 4 of Lock and Key.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it needs to end after 3.
Yeah, I feel like Lock and Key, the comics was like a 2-season max type of thing. It wasn't really that big of that huge of a story.
They did a lot within the second season of combining a lot of books. So that's where we were like, okay, we're good if this ends after season 3, because then they start leading off to their own path, which may be good, but it gets into CW territory, I say.
Oh no,
gotcha.
Okay. I really enjoyed season 1. That's why I started Lock and Key. But now I'm not really looking forward to season 2.
It does some things.
Okay, so Last God, if I want fantasy. Okay, that's okay. I'll definitely, I have another stock coming in. I'll make sure to pull one for myself.
I need to get that myself. Now that I'm hearing it selling, I'm nervous now.
Oh, he's got that FOMO hard.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Jupiter Legacy. You guys read this one?
No, I did not read that one.
I watched the show.
Oh, was it that superhero show that people were like, kind of like, on and off about it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Officer K, if you watch the TV show, let me know if the TV show is worth watching. If it's not,
I can't even hold myself together.
Yeah.
Without revealing too much, it got canceled.
No, the show was whack. So the comics was a lot better, right? It didn't
good. It's Miller, and I know. I think. Let me check this. Pulling up my comicsology real quick.
Yeah, because I was talking to Omar about Jupiter's Legacy, and he's like, no. After the first 2 episodes, he's like, man, this is trash. So I'm like, okay. Yeah. So I was like, all right, then I won't watch it.
I know an upcoming episode I've got recording for World's Finest in January. My guest Clay selected The Magic Order, which is written by Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at he kind of equated it to, because I haven't started it yet, magicians like the mafia.
Okay.
So they've got 6 issues right now in a trade. I think they finally are doing a volume 2, and it's 2 issues in right now for volume 2.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like fantasy mixed with the mob.
Okay. So. That reminds me, there was a comic called Magic as well from Boom. If you guys read that one, it was supposed to come out in a deluxe, and then it got canceled. But like, just looking at the solicitations and the artwork, it looks pretty interesting. So if you guys, in the comics read Magic from Boom, let us know if it's a good read. Because I love Boom titles. Like, it hasn't failed me at all. But the only thing that failed me is just the publisher printing the darn thing.
Yeah, they've been pretty. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I said in the chat with you all on Wednesday, I think that Kickstarter was a scam. I'm sorry. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really follow Boom or big publishers on Kickstarter. I do more in the smaller. So that reminds me, Mitch got me into this Red Atomica. Whatever Kickstarter. So I bought me like one copy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to that. He said it was really cool. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll buy one.
12 issues. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I was tempted by it. I'm looking forward to. I've got a number of Kickstarters. I'm pandemic really held back Kickstarters getting done, but biggest one I think I'm looking forward to, looking at my list, was what is it? Liam Sharp's Encore. Like, it's gonna be one of 3 books looking at his career. And then Mike Grell's John Sable deluxe hardcover omnibus. It's just gonna be the first volume of it, but it's gonna be like absolute format. Like that is like his like super spy character. I mean, if you loved Green Arrow at that point, this is the same guy who did that. So
okay,
nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of Kickstarters that I need to get to. I know I missed out on Excellence. What's that what it's called? But you know, I forgot. But there was a lot of cool ones. I know it's kind of funny because I always pass on them because I know Sal would get them, and then Sal would go off and then resell it when he's done. So I'm like, okay, I'll just wait for Sal to sell them.
Oh man, I missed out on Tyler Kirkham's Final Boss. That was one that hurt me a lot. I was really sad about that one.
Oh, how was that one? That Kickstarter?
Good.
No, I meant like how did it work? Did he like sell like single issues or like was he selling?
It's a single issue. It's his first comic I think that he's ever written and did the artwork and everything. And it basically looks like a Mortal Kombat meets Street Fighter kind of vibe. And I was like, oh, I'm sold. I'm in.
Okay. Can you still buy his single issues or no?
Am I still buying single issues?
Like, can you still buy his work, his Final Boss, or is that
no? I inboxed him and he inboxed me back. He said he's gonna bring it back to his website soon after he gets the Indiegogo sales out. I mean, ships out.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, you still have a chance because I know, like,
I do, but the covers is where you got me. A lot of the exclusive stuff was in the Indiegogo.
Okay. Then you done goofed.
Thanks.
It's okay.
Oh, Chris, did you finish what you were saying? You was looking
I was. I was. I just remembered one I just got notice on. It's getting ready to hopefully start shipping soon. On Indiegogo was Sean Gordon Murphy's The Plot Holes.
I never heard that. So what is that?
I'll let you know when it arrives.
Okay.
It's I loved White Knight. I loved Tokyo Ghost. So
Tokyo Ghost is great.
And so when he was doing his first kind of Indiegogo / Kickstarter thing, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go into this blind. I love your art, love your writing. I'm just gonna see it at that point. So that was my first kind of Indiegogo I've ever done. Because unlike Kickstarter will only charge you when it funds, Indiegogo charges you automatically.
Okay.
So
nice.
Now I know to only go on Kickstarter. Now I know. Is there anything like interesting on Kickstarter right now? Like any books?
Cyberforce, Top Cow. I've kind of gone back and forth with that one. Top Cow, Mike Silvestri has been doing a lot of Kickstarters for, you know, we had Witchblade, you had the Darkness. So Cyberforce was the big team book that was first on the Top Cow label under Image. So it's kind of like their Avengers. But Omar said something interesting on his stream, and I didn't realize it, that they're not oversized.
Oh,
they're not. They're
okay.
They're not. And he said if he ever I think he may have said, or I may have misunderstood, if he's got a pending scheduled interview with Mark Silvestri, he was going to try to push him to the idea of how much oversized will do him better.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, that is true. So this is still going on Kickstarter right now. How many days are left?
I think 14 or 15 days. They've hit almost. They've gone over half of their stretch goals. A lot of them are. I think the most recent one is a variant. It's a Virgin cover of one of their things, and so most of them are either $10 or $20 add-ons. But I think the main book signed by Silvestri with a new number 1 or new number 0 issue is like $55.
Okay.
So.
Okay, cool. I definitely know. Check that one out too, because
Havoc backs me up. Yeah, he said all of them standard size. So.
Yeah, they did do well with Darkness and Witchblade. So
yeah, I backed Darkness because that was a big favorite character of mine in the 90s. So
yeah, when did they do Darkness?
He just did volume 2 a couple months ago.
Okay.
So.
And this was the hardcovers that they're doing now, or the compendium?
The compendiums. So they're doing the hardcover compendium. So yeah, so these are the same ones that probably you're getting this week, but they do a different cover for the Kickstarters.
Okay. I got Darkness like 2. Yeah, that's the one I got this week actually. Yeah. I forget how many books I get anymore.
I'm aware.
What books? Yeah. No,
Hey, go
because
go over all your whales again that you got.
nah. I don't want to make Day sad.
Too late.
We'll
Like I
make
said,
another-
you made me sad when you said you got a JLA Avengers. I said, oh, that's the whale I'll never get.
He got the Witchblade compendium.
he gave
That's
me
one of my biggest hunts.
a really good deal too. He gave me a really good.
Oh,
deal.
just continue tearing my heart out on that.
Look, right.
He's from the Omnibus Collector group. So Day disappeared now. He's still hurt.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's from the Omnibus Collector group. So that means it was undercover. So.
Yeah, it's if you're looking at it, it's Cyber Force Complete Collection. It is 15 days left. They've funded they've got 126,000 right now.
Okay, all right.
And they've got, let's see how many stretch goals they've got left. They've got 4 stretch goals left to unlock. The most recent one, is the Virgin variant cover. So.
Okay, I'll probably try to reach out to them for like a retailer deal. That way, see what happens.
He said you got the Dracnus hardcover too.
Dracnus.
Freaking, this guy keeps promoting Ogre Gods. Like, we trying to make a deal with them. I'm still waiting for.
Well, hello, Mitch.
I know. I was about to say that's Mitch.
Yeah.
Hello, Mitch.
He's camera shy today, so.
Oh.
But before, I think we have maybe 15 minutes left. It's getting a little late, but let's do another drawing. So, in the second draw, we'll do a $50 gift card this time. All I have to do is comment. Hello.
Oh, I'm commenting this time.
All I have to do is comment hello.
I'm getting in there on this one. I ain't rich. I could take a $50 off.
Yeah, I'll join in that.
I'm joining that. What we commenting? Hello. I'm gonna type that in there.
HELLO. Okay.
Hello.
If you spell it wrong, it's not my fault. Just like that one person that said he spelled here HEAR. I'm like, what the heck?
Hair.
Look, somebody he typed it too. Somebody understands. Hello. Hey, them comments start coming in now. They want that $50.
I know, right?
Hey, fans of Rick and Morty. Hello.
Yeah. So.
Mitch has got a hero.
Here you go,
Mitch is doing good. Every single live stream will be throwing away some gift cards here and there. So if you go, if you guys are watching this re-recording, we'll be doing this on our live streams. We have another one coming on Wednesday 9 p.m. Central. Our boy Chris will be in this one too, right?
Yeah, this was last minute edition. You said, "Hey, you free?" It's like, I can make something happen.
Yeah, the only reason why I want to do this one is to test out the freaking giveaway stuff, and then seeing how the weekend participation comes along too.
Hey, you keep doing these giveaways. I think you're you definitely will start increasing that.
Mitch, hush up.
No, see if
I win, I join the stream. Oh, now he's a hostage.
Why?
Yeah, you gotta join the stream in the last 5 minutes. No. You know what? I'm not even gonna back Ogre God anymore. I'm just kidding. I think they'll work on a deal with them. But for the 5 people who weren't here that just joined. If you comment hello in the chat, you have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just hello. Okay, nothing else.
Type in hello to win a $100 gift card.
No. He's trying to win it for himself.
I'm isn't.
I know, right? But I was meaning to ask, so are you into artwork at all, Chris? Like big art piece, or just mainly just
I appreciate it, and I sometimes wish I could own it. I enjoy so yeah, I don't own many in that sense, but I dream of it one day.
Would you do you even have space for it? That's the thing. If you were to buy a poster from Sideshow and stuff like that.
I mean, you got some of this. This is my DC area. Yeah. My Marvel area is over there. Yeah. My indie area is over there. But I mean, I've got more movie posters and other things like this.
Yeah,
I mean, so
Because I know
I mean,
the
that's my
biggest-
that's well, hold on, let me point the issue to Infinite Crisis #1, the Perez cover with the Trinity.
Yeah,
That all looked aside, that is by far one of my, if I had a top 10 covers of all time, that's definitely on there by Perez. So.
Okay, that's really cool. Because I know, like, if you just look at Day-Day's background, you just see nothing but artwork in the background.
I barely have Little Wall left.
Yeah.
Like, this is the last piece of Little Wall left.
Yeah.
Other than the black. Oh, yeah, look, I pointed at myself.
Was that I don't even, nope, we won't touch that. That's gonna be no.
Yeah.
Let's let that lie.
Sorry. Oops.
Freaking Mitch said worth it. That's funny.
Oops.
Yeah, because I don't really see a lot of us like reviewers like Omar, Jim, and all them do like artwork. So I don't know if it's like it's like an underrated thing, or it's just like one of those things that you can't really get because there's not enough space.
Well, it comes with a huge price tag sometimes.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, they did buy me a piece. It was really cool. I'm just waiting for a frame to come in to make a video. Maybe I'll do another skit. And get a phone call from Day-Day.
Lord, don't start.
Yeah, it's a really cool piece though. It's a what's it called? Modo exclusive for the entire.
Mondo?
Yeah, Mondo exclusive for the entire Hickman X-Men characters, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I love art, and I'm definitely bringing that to my channel. As JP knows, I have a whole wall of fame of some of my favorite artists on my wall. So yes, I'm definitely bringing that to the forefront.
One of my friends, he's a podcaster who does a podcast called DC on Screen. Dave, he does a lot of what I'm very impressed with art, and he did a review for Batman Mask of the Phantasm, and he does his own show art. I saw that show art from it. I said, hey, would you be willing to send me that? Because I want that hanging on my wall, like in the sense of just that image, like, and got it printed off, framed. And if I could share, let me see if I can share. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Yep, I can pull it up.
All right.
All right.
That is pretty sweet.
Okay.
Pretty sweet.
So yeah, so that is hanging on my wall. So I appreciate art, but when it's cheap and I can afford it.
I agree with you on that one, because
I'm one of those people. I'll be honest with you, Chris. I'm one of those people. If I really love the artist and they have the right size for that price tag, I will get it.
Yeah.
Trust me, there are definitely times like covers and things like that, or just now on your wall, are those singles or those legit?
Like, those pieces? Are singles. This big old Hulk poster came from 7-Eleven when I was in 8th grade when the 2008 Hulk movie came out. I immediately went to the manager and I was like, hey, what do y'all do with these stands when y'all throw them away? She was like, look, I just gave it away. She said, we throw it away. And I was like, can I go ahead and put that in? Soon as she was about to throw it away, she was like, come here, come claim it. And from that day to this one, 2008 to 21, that has been in that same position.
I mean, it's cool though. It's a big statement piece. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This guy's name though, I don't know if he's doing to troll me or
his
Mark
Grayson.
I love the name. Favorite comic book run, and he asked me favorite comic book run of all time, and his name is JP, is Mark Grayson.
Now, did he do the hello at that point? Because now he's really trying to win that 50.
Oh, you didn't even do it.
Yeah, everybody already knows it's Invincible, but there's so many really good reads now. It's like, will Invincible be up there by the time I finish reading it? Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, favorite comic book run of all time. What about you, Chris?
There's just too many, but I'll go with Mike Grell's Green Arrow run. Just absolutely
so good. Yes.
A run where you will not read the word Green Arrow except maybe once He
Okay.
outright did an entire run of Green Arrow. That's now going to be, if it holds the date, and God willing, JP, that's going to come out technically this year, is the second Omni for it. But you will not see but once or twice the character referred to Green Arrow. He somehow achieved that and is looked at as one of the greatest Green Arrow runs of all time.
Okay. Definitely.
Longbow hunters, baby.
Yep. Longbow hunters.
Yes. That's a legendary.
This guy said JP read Saga. Dude, I read Saga, bro.
He did.
I love it.
He
I'm
has
waiting
read
for
Saga.
issue 55. I already have it ordered. Come on, man. Yeah, dude. Saga is great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I like the ghost. The ghost was fun.
I don't know. I don't think Mitch said it loud enough.
Dude, I should just ban this guy from the. All right, Day. What's yours again, dude?
Oh, come on, you know mine.
Do I?
Maybe not.
Does the audience know though?
Maybe if they watch my channel, they see I'm very passionate about this particular run.
Does he have a mask and it's red?
No. No.
Are you sure? Or is that no? Don't you and Noah both like Red Hood?
Yeah, I love Red Hood, but that ain't my favorite run of all time.
All right, what's your favorite run of all
time? It's Captain America by Brubaker.
Oh, yeah, even.
Okay. All right, I got you.
I mean, Brubaker. Need we say more?
Yes,
that is true. Everybody loves Ed Brubaker. I haven't had a single fail from him at all. So love all his work. But we're on our last 4 minutes. So let's share my screen real quick. Let's see who won the
this drawing. So hold on before you draw. Havoc 1718. Until My Hope by Bruce Jones comes out in omnibus format, it's gonna be Cat by Brubaker.
All right, let's see who won this $50 gift card. Let's see. Let's draw. Who do you think is gonna win? I wish it was JP by Mark Grayson, but I got in.
I think he deserves it just for the name.
We got Galaxy Nuts.
I'm sorry, that name. Oh god,
what a name! All right, bro, just send me an inbox with your information. We'll have that out to you. But I'm just happy Galaxy Nuts won because the name was fun. The name is fun.
Yeah.
Pretty good Galaxy Nuts, bro.
That is a name, boy. That is a name. No, we do not know who you is.
No. I mean, he said y'all. You already know it's the most southern person ever.
It's probably Noah.
Yeah.
Congrats, man. I'm sorry.
Yes, congratulations.
Threw me off.
Galaxy.
Hey, sure. Officer K said every beggar could write Teletubbies, and I read it.
That may not be too far off. I do blind buy anything with Ed Brubaker, so
that's gonna be one violent Teletubby. That's gonna be a dark atmosphere.
Oh, I was like, okay, I think I saw his comment. If me or my wife win, my first absolute is coming through OPB. So it's good thing you won.
There
I
you
rigged
go.
it. I rigged
Nice.
it. I just can't. That's funny. So he spoke it into existence.
Yes, he did. Must be nice. You're rich now.
That's funny. We are running on our last few minutes, so if you guys have any questions about behind the scenes, what's going on at OPB or comic book stuff, leave those comments in the chat. We'll have it answered. And no, because you suck. You're not here. I don't like you.
Now he shows his face.
He comes as his own now.
As his own self.
No, but see that fits for Mitch. He comes out of the bushes, comes in back in.
Yeah, it is Noah. That's funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So before we go, actually, let my boy Chris Balga does have a channel. So you want to plug in your information here.
Yeah,
I'm following. I'm a fan already.
Well, most of my stuff is audio, but if you subscribe to the Geek Ultimate Alliance on all podcasts, at that point, I've got 2 shows: World's Finest True Believers. As I said, you look at a comic book graphic novel from any publisher that comes out on Mondays every other week, and then the live show, Marvel Alliance, we do every week. You can see that live on Thursday nights on the Geekverse podcast YouTube feed. every Thursday night, look at everything that's going on with Marvel, and do that with my buddy Brent. But yeah, we've got Geek Ultimate Alliance, we got everything. We got Star Wars, DC show, superheroes, animation show, film, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so check us out.
That's cool, man. And we'll leave a link in the description as well. I'll get it from Chris. We'll
oh, okay, cool. Because I'm trying to find them, and I'm
YouTube Geekverse podcast.
Okay.
Yep. And then we have a question from Lexi. I wanted to know what you all think about Marvel Zombies. I love The Walking Dead. So I haven't read it. I have 2 of the omnibuses, but I haven't read it yet. So I'll let Day or Chris talk about that one.
Oh, it's just fun. This is you probably wouldn't have never thought Marvel would go this far.
Marvel going far is rare.
It's very rare, and it's very fun. You're in for a treat if you have not read it yet.
All right. All right. So we are on our last. We're on our 2-hour mark. Do you have any other things you want to say to the audience, Day or Chris?
Well, I'm gonna say this, since Chris decided to get his little mini list of what's coming out next year. Jason, if you're watching this, I'm so excited your Thor is finally getting an omnibus. I love you, Jason.
Dude, everybody loves, I love it. I'm ready for it. I'm gonna get me a sketch piece of Jane Thor for sure.
Oh yeah. I love you, Jason. Donnie, you too. I'll see you on the 18th.
Any last things from you, Chris?
Oh man, I will keep begging for and waiting for it. I cannot wait for when Parker The Last Call comes out. Parker.
Oh dude.
Yeah.
Hey.
Dude. I always see that thing moving back every single month. So
feels like forever. But when it comes in, that Darwin Cook art, oh boy, love it.
Yeah, cool, man. Well, I appreciate everybody for coming out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for Chris and Dede for being part of the show. Don't forget, you can find out all the books on organicpricebooks.com. If there's not a book that you see and it's currently in print, you can always email us and we'll have that out to you. And without further ado, everybody have a good night. We'll see you on Wednesday.